Okay, I'm back. I didn't make a recording yesterday, but maybe it hasn't been 24 hours since the last one. Hmm. Nah, it's probably 36 hours or so. Um, it certainly isn't more than, it's not 2 days. So I was tired. I was tired. I'm still tired. Um, there's something about when you're living in somebody else's house, even though it's only a couple of weeks. I personally, I just can't relax and rest as much as I can when I'm in my own favorite home surroundings, my own bedroom, my own bed. I've told everybody, my close friends, about this. I complain about this a lot. I go, it's like, they're like, oh my God, you're getting to live in a nice, beautiful house. And it's like, I can't relax. There's too many concerns. I mean, thank goodness, nothing ever goes wrong, really. Nothing yet ever has yet. And I keep thinking, in the back of my mind, there's always the potential for a worst case scenario. What if there's an earthquake? What if a sinkhole, opens up out front? Or I don't know, something, a fire? Or thank God that I've never had anything like that happen. But when you're responsible for somebody else's property, that's a huge weight to wear the hat of. And I think that's probably partly why. Even though I can sleep in really comfortable beds or a nice couch, I love sleeping on a couch the most, but it's got to be a good couch. Um, I have a client I've worked for either twice or three times so far that I'm going back to work for in December. I'm going to work for them for almost an entire month. This is like the longest job. These people are going to Amsterdam for the holidays, and they're European. They're from Europe, settled in California, and so they're just used to the way Europeans celebrate the holidays. And so going away for a month, back to Amsterdam, that's nothing to them. But that's a month for me in this house. They don't have a comfortable couch, and it's a big house. It's really big, but it's like this house with these really high ceilings. Like, I mean, look at this. Um, it's weird design. The house in Castro Valley, it's pretty. They have a hot tub, which is star service for me. Like this place has the steam room. That's my one luxury. But terrible couch to sleep on, and the stairs that go to the second floor where the guest room is. The guest room is just really sterile. I don't like the guest room. I don't even like to look inside the guest room. I don't use it. So I've got to sleep on this really uncomfortable couch. But anyway, if an earthquake happened, something like that, that's a lot of potential uncomfortableness to have to think about, worrying about, dealing with. Has not happened. Has not happened. Anyway, and when I'm at home, even though my room looks like a bomb went off inside it, I don't even want to talk about my room. Except the two things I love. I love my bed. My bed is this big king size bed, and it's just very comfortable for me. I don't know what it is. Hey, stop, stop. The dog is whining. What do you want? You want to be on the camera? Huh? You want some attention? You want us to think about you? You want us to think about you? Go on, go sit down. Let me have some privacy here for a minute. um, okay. My bed. It's not a fancy bed. It's just big, and I just fit in it really well, and I can sleep really deeply and comfortably and peacefully. And I go to a heavenly resort when I sleep there. It's also my mom's old room. My mom had that room. That's the room my mom passed away in. That never gives me creeps or anything. I don't know, maybe in some way that gives me extra comfort for some reason. Um, oh, and my meditation chair. My meditation chair. I have a chair, and it's been in this one position for a couple of years, and I meditate there several times a day. So it's built up this energy, it's built up this aura, and I have really powerful meditations there. I cannot meditate as deeply in these other people's houses as I can in that chair. Yeah. I can get into deep meditation here, but it's not the same. It's not, there's like magnetism in that chair. It like pulls me into it. Just different times during the day, all of a sudden go, oh man, I should sit down and meditate, and I can go do it. And yeah, I can go days in somebody else's house. I haven't had a proper sit down meditation in this house. I do meditate when I'm in the steam shower, the steam room, which is really good. And I'm going to be getting in there in about 2 hours. I'll be going into the steam room tonight. Okay, I have a topic that I kind of wanted to explore. This is me becoming vulnerable. This is me entering into touchy, sensitive area. Part of why I didn't feel capable of making one of these movies last night was I've done several channeling sessions over the past 2 days, two nights. I do these at night. Here's the flip side. When I'm in somebody else's house, I feel more freedom to do these channeling sessions than I do when I'm at home. And that's partly, I think that's almost mainly because of the privacy. I'm here by myself. I can be loud. Most times, nobody has security cameras inside their home. So I'm not afraid of, I'm not afraid of being seen or heard or anything. It's a comfortable thing that gives me freedom to do that here. These channeling sessions are kind of intense. I mean, they're very intense. And they just kind of wear me out a little bit. So if I were meditating as a recovery mechanism, I'd probably be feeling better. But yeah, I'm kind of worn out from these channeling sessions. I did one last night. No, I did one person. I did them twice. I did them twice last night. Yeah, and the second reading was more intense. And then I'm tempted to do one tonight. There's this woman on YouTube. She's been making videos, channeling videos, I don't know, for over 10 years. She's got a library of these sessions that she does. And I've been inspired by her methods recently and have learned some tricks from her on how to channel. And she channels different famous people that have passed away. And what she does is she realizes she sets this tenet that she understands there's a lot of see, I know what she's talking about in some ways because I just read a couple of books by this author that talks about what our soul does after it leaves our body, after it leaves this life and it goes to the other side. And the soul is not the body. The body of our life that we're living now, the soul resides in it, and it carries the personality and the memories of the experiences that the soul had in this body. But this is also accepting the idea of reincarnation, that we've lived more than one lifetime. So what she does is she'll pick a celebrity, and it's kind of complicated how she does this. I'm cutting out a lot of parts of it. Um, and she calls in the person that she wants to talk to. She connects to the soul of the person that had lived here. She connects to their higher self. Their higher self has been healed. I mean, it doesn't even really need to be healed. It's more powerful than. This is hard to talk about, kind of thinking that most people don't know what I'm talking about, that are going to listen to this. You connect, when you do these channelings, like if I do it and how I am learning to do it, I connect with my higher self to their higher self. And so it's like the professional layer of ourselves are having a conversation. And so the higher self of the person that lived, they can look back on who they were with excellent understanding of why they had to experience the things that they experienced, why they did the things they did. They can look back from a position of where they've been healed, but it's even beyond healing. It's their perfect self is really what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Which is what I can tap into. When I say I'm tapping into my higher self to talk to their higher self, it's my perfect self that I can have a conversation with them about. That's what I'm developing in these channeling sessions that I'm doing. And so I watched one of her recordings of a session she did with Robin Williams, the actor, the comedian, the man that when he got the diagnosis of having Parkinson's disease, was it Parkinson's or was it Alzheimer's? I think it was Parkinson's. It freaked him out. It freaked him out to the point that he killed himself. And I've never been at peace with that. So watching this channeling session, she kind of brushed over the suicide and pushing him to talk about that because her own son committed suicide. So I think she's got a little bit of either forgiveness or a higher level of understanding about suicide. And he didn't go into enough depth talking about it to make me happy. So I'm tempted myself tonight. I'll see how I feel. Maybe after I have my steam shower, my steam bath. I'm tempted tonight to channel Robin Williams so I can have a conversation with him about suicide. The reason I want to talk to him about suicide is because I know what it's like to feel suicidal. I have not felt suicidal in over 15 years, which is really amazing. And prior to when I overcame being susceptible to having feelings of self-destruction, I used to have those feelings a lot. Between the age of maybe 22, 23, no, even younger. No, yeah, I first got, suicidal feelings in my late teens, probably as young as 15. Yeah. Up until, well, see, here's the weird thing. I'm trying to think. There were a couple of times I was really, suicide's a really strange thing to feel the desire or the need to to do. It's not something that just flashes in your mind and you say, oh my God, right now in this moment, I feel like ending everything. And then you talk yourself out of it and it goes away. It's not like that, at least in my experience, it hasn't been. It's something that enters in and then it festers. And you can have suicidal thoughts and feelings that will last for days, for weeks, for months. I've had it last for months. I've had it to the point where I've been so depressed that every day, you feel like you just can't carry on. And yet you can't find the bravery to do the deed. It's abysmal. It's absolutely the lowest I've ever felt, to have that burning inside of you saying, I cannot figure out my life. I cannot figure out what is causing everything in my life to not work out. And so my qualm with Robin Williams, and I've ever since the day I heard that he committed suicide, I was like, you have limitless wealth. Even if you weren't wealthy, because of your notoriety, you could have called out to any professional and said, hey man, I need to talk. I cannot figure this out. He had boundless opportunities to find somebody, to give him a different answer than he's ever gotten before, to say, you can get past this. You can live with this. You don't need to go out this way. And he didn't. And it reminds me also of, what's the guy's name? Anthony Bourdain. He committed suicide. I kind of might understand part of the mystery of what drove him crazy, because of the woman who was his girlfriend. He was, what's her name? This just very intense Italian actress, the daughter of the guy who made the movie Suspiria. Who, to me, little things I've known about her, she seems manic. She might be bipolar. And I think she might have triggered bipolar mannerisms or experiences in Anthony Bourdain. And I think she was too intense for him. I think she drove him to do things that were abnormal for himself. Oh my God, this is a 20-minute video already. Oh my God. Longest video I've done in this series yet. Oh my God. Anyway. So I'm not feeling suicidal, I'm not. I haven't been suicidal in forever. I mean, my life is really great right now. But the seeds of my memories of this emotion and tapping into how other people, feel it. When anybody says that they're suicidal, I'm like, I know what you're feeling. I know this is what it feels like to resonate with somebody. Shh. Stop. This dog whines for nothing. What? You're disturbing me. I will take care of you in a couple of minutes, okay? I'm right here. It's not like I left the room and left you by yourself. Okay. Yeah, I might have to talk about this more. This memory, this caring about this monster that plagues our society. There's something I need to figure out about it. There's something I can do as a healer to be able to help others, and I need more understanding. So I think I'm going to probably try and channel Robin Williams, maybe Anthony Bourdain as well, and see what I can find out from them. Because I think the answer I saw in that video today was too cut and dry. Okay, we'll see. Cheerio. If you watched all this, man, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Bye.